stop what you're doing and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Drop everything down below. The Dolph emoji. Let me know where y'all from. Leave a like. Let's go. So what are all those rappers gonna do when Yo Gotti finally gets picked up, man? One thing that Young Dolph told everybody remember is that he tried to let them know early how to do everything, man. And the fact that Moneybagg Yo and Big 30, they about to skedaddle because they can't get caught up for this type of thing. Moneybagg Yo knows that he should have never took that Bentley as a gift, man, because that's what got him tied up into this whole entire thing. Big 30 didn't know what he was getting himself into. If only he knew that 6 months after he signed with Yo Gotti that they was going to end up doing the whole thing involved with Young Dolph and then have a Rico come down, man. They starting to get everybody one by one, and this is starting to make a lot of people in CMG feel super uncomfortable, and that's why ESTG walked out of that interview, man, because when the dude started, he was about to start asking them questions about, you know, why he was rocking with Gotti, why he didn't go with PRE, him being and going into Memphis, him being banned. If you don't know, ESTG banned from Memphis. He can't come to Memphis because the people that know him, they know for a fact that he had a chance to rock with Dolph and he decided to go with Yo Gotti instead, man. One thing about it is the fact that a lot of the real street dudes from Memphis, they really about to slide for Dolph like they already did, and this is what's making the rappers from CMG not come back to Memphis. Every time they get their chain snatched, Moneybagg Yo got his chain yanked off his neck, man. They took the pendant because it was backstage in his show. The security let the wrong people in, man. They thought they was part of the entourage whole time. It was a whole bunch of Dolph fans in disguise. So that's why a lot of these concerts, these CMG concerts, they actually getting canceled and everything because they starting to realize that, oh, they losing a lot of fans, they losing a lot of support because everything is coming closer and closer. Nobody want to go to a CMG concert and then be involved in the retaliation for Dolph or any type of problems that anybody got. You got to remember, ESTG got ops out of Kentucky. Yo Gotti still got other ops. Remember that Yo Gotti was beefing with Gucci Mane, so there's still a lot of Gucci Mane people that's in the streets that's still trying to get back because Gucci Mane was personally close with Dolph, and so if they know what happened with the whole two groups between CMG and PRE, then you know that 1017 is gonna be looking after Dolph and everything, and they're gonna be after their heads and all that because Gucci and Yo Gotti don't get along, man. This has always been the thing. And the reason why the whole entire thing even started was all due to the females, man. Yo Gotti's female wanted to be with Dolph, and so that's just the way it is. Yo Gotti shouldn't have got mad about that. It's plenty efficient to see. Now he with Angela Simmons, so the whole thing was pointless. How is it that Angela Simmons, she getting the same attention now that Yo Gotti used to give to the girl that chose Dolph over him? And so now at the end of the day, man, it don't even make sense. All of this beefing from the beginning turned into a bad situation, and so now they took away the king of Memphis, man. A lot of people got a lot of respect for Young Dolph, and I want to send a salute and invite y'all to put the dolphin emoji in the comment section, man. Let me know if you think Young Dolph got set up, because it's still a mystery about all of the things that happened, whether the U-Haul, whether the community center, but we know for a fact that it was a setup. It was a hit that was going to happen. They knew for a fact that they was going to take him to that cookie shop. It was already weird from the things that was going on in that cookie shop before. You already know that it was something weird that was going to happen, man. A lot of them people super fishy. A lot of the stuff related towards Raven, her brother, them coming out, the 901 Trigger Tray, the owners and everything like that. When they found out that the footage was reversed, cut, chopped up and everything like that, they knew for a fact that that was going to happen, because anytime the store got the footage and they involved in some or anything, or people, they know who the people are, it's actually always going to be something that they have to watch closely to, because they know that if that footage gets out with the Young Dolph being brought to the cookie shop, that's going to be they head on the chopping block, due to the fact that that's something that they left out of the story. And this is the thing that the DA and all the people is looking at when they really look at this Dolph trial happening, and it's about to start now. They're going to bring everything up. They're going to show the Dolph video in the court, and I'm going to be there personally to watch it, because anybody, if it's open to the public, we're going to go there and make sure we see that Dolph video before they try to erase it, because that's the one thing that they don't want to do, is they don't want to show that footage, because they know for a fact what happened in that footage is not the story that they gave to the reporters when they first asked them the questions on the scene at that cookie shop. They were standing in front of the parking lot with Dolph's arm still hanging in the window, trying to find out a way to explain the whole situation so that they could get out that jam, man. That's what everybody does, man. Everybody always looking for a way to get themselves out of a sticky situation, even when they know that they in the wrong, man. And a lot of people on Young Dolph's side, they know that the people who did that to him, they wrong for that. And Memphis is small, so they all know each other. But the thing is that everybody taking the street code, man, because they don't want to have to be the one that ratted them out. They don't want to have to, because they still close in Memphis to where they don't want nothing going wrong or anything like that, because they know for a fact that they know way too much in Memphis, and that, hey, they just gonna let the people do their thing, because they know once this Dolph trial start and they get everybody lined up, they bring all the witnesses to the stand, they're gonna be able to get the justice. When that video is played and they go back and look at the first story that Makedas Raven gave to the dude when he asked did it happen inside the store or outside, they said inside. They said, was the Lincoln there, was the owner there? She said the owner was there. He was there, he was inside the shop, his Lincoln was parked in the parking lot. And so that's the thing that they gotta understand, that when they changed their story, they made it sound like they was trying to cover dude with the Lincoln who was backing in, and the owner was there the whole time. It's no way that the owner, they try to say that he came in after the dudes was leaving, but he could still hear the shots and everything like that. It's no way that you're gonna miss the two dudes running back to the car with Dracos in their hand. Like, how could you miss that? And if you supposed to be backing into the parking spot, you the owner and everything, how come they didn't even try to get you out the way? But they saying that you was there right next to them. And so if he's seen everything that happened and all that, then they know that the cookie owner, the guy with the looped up hair thing with the thing on his head, that hat, that strange hat, man, they know that guy might have seen everything go down. So he basically a witness to this, and Young Dolph brother is the main witness. But they try to get him locked up, man. They try to lock up Young Dolph brother so he don't actually tell y'all what happened, man, because due to the fact that he had his own Draco, when he pulled it out the backpack, the two dudes came up. Dolph was already on the ground and everything. He was trying to get up and chase the guys out that back door. And once two dudes ran out the back door, two dudes ran out the front door. He was trying to chase the dude, so he had to pick one. When he went out into the front parking lot, he started running. He upped the Drake. The dudes got into the car. When they slammed the door shut, he upped the Drake and started spraying and everything, chasing after them. They went out and made the turn going down the main street. He started running down the street and following them. He was like this, and he was running, really moving and everything like that. And that's when that ADT footage that captured the whole entire thing took that snapshot right there, that still shot of him holding the Drake, chasing after the white car. And you could see that it was sprays and rounds, tracers going off and everything. And that barrel was hot, man. This was Young Dolph brother trying to get back instantly and let them know that they not just gonna let them do this without them blowing back at him, man. And Dolph even blew back at him too. He pulled out the side piece, and on his fall down, he tried to let it go, man. But all in all, it was way too many people that was outnumbered. If only Keyglock was there. If only Big Moochie Grape would have slid and came through. If only Snoop Bands would have answered his phone instead of doing whatever he was doing, man. A lot of people, they disappointed Dolph. That's why when BEO Kenny came out, he was still shaking his head at them like, I can't believe y'all just let Dolph be up there alone, man. If it was him, he would have been right there next to Dolph, because that's the bread getter. That's the money maker. You're supposed to be right there next to the boss, man, and waiting for your opportunity, waiting for your time to shine, backing him up. You learning on the fly, you learning on the job, everything like that. They should have been way closer to Dolph, and the fact that they left Dolph alone, they let him roam the city without nobody, without no security. His brother tried to help, but at the end of the day, they already snatched up Dolph. By the time his brother came to help, he was just showing up to the cookie shop in response to the music video. By the time Dolph brother showed up to the cookie shop, he walked in through the back door because he parked on the side on Pecan Lane. He walked through the back area, And that's when he went in. He went by that manager's office. He went in that hallway, that infamous hallway that everything went down at. And he seen Dolph at the end of the hallway right by the window with his arm. That's when he looked around and he started seeing people running out that back manager's office. The dudes with the dreads, the dudes that went into Family Dollar and then eventually hopped in the 901 Trigger Trey's truck and they drove off, man. It was 3 other cars that was with them that was around them so that you couldn't beat a car directly behind him. It was a truck following him. And that was another dude that was one of the witnesses. They pulled an iPhone camera out and it was a whole dude there with a hat on trying to stall them because he was trying to let 901 Trigger Trey get further down the street with the 2 dudes that he just picked up in his back seat, man. I want to send my condolences to Young Dolph, the whole entire family, the whole entire PRE, because we know for a fact that this whole entire situation, man, they got to figure it out because it should have never went down like this, man. And the thing is they getting everybody piece by piece, one by one, snitch by snitch, man. Everybody's starting to tell. They know they don't want to have the whole thing put on them. And by the way that they starting to get these rappers, all of these, the Ricos and everything like that, nobody is going to be able to avoid it, man, because this whole thing is set in stone. They got the paperwork trail on everybody. They know who's connected to who. They know who was there on what day, who was all inside the cookie shop, who was following Young Dolph. They know everything. They didn't forget about the fact that True La Mafia, Double R, all of them is basically there's people that are connected with both sides of this whole thing. And the people who, some of them who work in the cookie shop, like the cookie girl and everything, she even said out of her own mouth and flyers that she posted online that she's with Double R. She's been throwing all of these parties in Memphis and everything like that. So, yeah, a lot of people know everybody that was around Young Dolph. A lot of people from the cookie shop where Dolph got hit up, they know a lot of the people from PRE, a lot of people from CMG, and they must have had some talks before and after to this whole thing, man. Don't forget that, you know, CMG could have always went to them and asked them to let them know or notify them if Dolph ever walks in. They could have did anything like that, but we know for a fact that when Dolph came back to Memphis, he was leaving the whole music video shoot from Big Moochie Grape. They were supposed to do a second part of that video at the cookie shop. This is why he was even going there or supposed to meet there. Once they booked it, they knew, okay, Dolph already on paper, he signed, booked, saying he's supposed to be here in the morning at the cookie shop. And so that's why whenever however he got snatched up and they brought him to the place, they knew that he was going to end up being at the cookie shop anyways because that's where they were supposed to do the music video. So it was supposed to be 50 to 100 PRE dudes right there with Dolph, so that way this should have never happened. But for some strange reason, all of them people from PRE ended up being busy, didn't answer the phone, or just flat out flaked on Dolph in the last moments of him actually being up and everything like that, man. So this is a sad situation, but I want y'all to know to make sure you subscribe for all the updates, and I'm gonna catch you later.